Pull up that easy chair and sit right down for the best music in your town.
Here on Way Back with Johnny. Now don't turn that dial. The program's about to begin.
Howdy, folks. Here we are with the Maddox brothers and bros, all tuned up and ready to go. Grab a listen.
A sharecropper's family down and out in Alabama. Mama said it's time for us to leave. A great Philadelphia lawyer was in love with a Hollywood maid. Since you've left this town, since you've left, I'm going down, down, down.
Morning, friends and listeners. Way Back with Johnny. This here is your old host with most country western music and even bluegrass music here on CFRC and www.osharocks.com. I'd like to invite y'all in to a way back salute to the 100th birthday of none other than the one rose of country music, Miss Rose Maddox, who is known as being part of the Maddox Brothers and Rose team, as well as a solo artist. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this trip down memory lane into the archives of real country music. Welcome in, friends.
It's dark as a dungeon and damp as a Jew, where the danger is double and the pleasures of the rain is cold and slowly falling upon my window pane tonight. And those that we sang for my brothers, it's over. For me, it remains. I'll join them tomorrow, but tonight I'm on stage. Yes, I'll join them tomorrow, but tonight I'm on stage.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. I worked with Rose Maddox a lot back over the years. There'll never be a woman who could outperform Rose Maddox. She's an American classic.
Good morning, friends and listeners. Way Back with Johnny. This here is your old host with the most country western music, Johnny Woodlock. And I'd like to invite y'all into the Woodlock Ranch and Studios here in Cornwall, Ontario, as we celebrate another Way Back Sunday morning. We are still coming to you via our home on the internet at www.osharocks.com throughout the Greater Toronto Area, and of course our longtime home here at CFRC 1019 FM from the heart of Limestone City of Canada. Now, I would like to welcome y'all into this weekend's program of the Way Back with Johnny Woodlock show, and I would also like to share that we are celebrating the musical story of Miss Rose Maddox, who was born 100 years ago this past week. On Friday, actually, she would have turned 100 years old, born August 15th in 1925 in Alabama. Given the name Rosalie Arbana Maddox, she would pass away at the age of 72 on April 15th in 1998. However, during her time here, she would record not only country, but gospel, bluegrass music as well. With that, I would like to remember her today and what would have marked her 100th birthday. She would start out in 1937 with her brothers at the age of 11. When the Maddox brothers went their separate way in 1956, she would begin her own solo career, which was one of the most legendary careers in all country music's early golden age. She would enjoy this career until her passing in 1998 at the age of 72. Today, she is remembered along with her brothers as an early influence on the California sound, and it will be my hope today to remember a true pioneer of country and early rockabilly music, as well as bluegrass and gospel as mentioned. So let's open up today's program with a song by Lisa Brokop called Who's Gonna Fill Their Heels? And then we'll follow with Miss Rose Maddox herself and a song she liked to call her song, and it was simply titled Heart of a Country Song. With that, I would like to say good morning to everybody listening in, and yes, happy listening here on CFRC and www.osharocks.com.
This old world is full of singers, but just a few are chosen to tear your heart out when they sing. Imagine life without them, those legendary ladies who weren't afraid to chase the down-home dreams. No, there'll never be another coal miner's daughter or Mother Maybelle St. family. The honky-tonk angel, her courage is what made her. Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their heels. Who's gonna fill their heels? Who's gonna be that strong? Who's gonna be the hero for the ladies yet to come?
Who's gonna stand behind the ones that pave the way for me? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their heels.
God bless you, sweet Virginia. The world knows you as Patsy. Much too soon she told this world goodbye. The rhinestones, lace and denim, the mandrel girls and Dolly, and I'll always love you. It still makes me cry.
You know the heart of country music still lives on in you, my sweet mama. In the ache inside your voice as you sang, stand by your man. Emmylou, June and Dottie, I can feel them right here with me on the stage where I sing out for them tonight.
Who's gonna be that strong? Who's gonna be the hero for the ladies yet to come? Who's gonna stand behind the ones that paved the way for me? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their heels. Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their heels.
So let's have a real welcome for Miss Rose Maddox.
I took the dirt road to the highway, since then I've been traveling on. No place for a lady, well I guess I proved them wrong. A Philadelphia lawyer put me in the Hall of Fame, and you better speak the truth to me, 'cause I've seen everything. I've been left when I was right, been right and treated wrong, but I've always found my home in the heart of a country song. Yes, I've always found my home in the heart of a country song. I've been loved and cheated on and played for the fool, and the things I learned in a Nashville bar they don't teach in school. Treat me like a lady, 'cause that's just what I am. I'll give you a song like a red, red rose, and I'll give you my heart if I can. I've been left when I was right, been right and treated wrong, but I've always found my home in the heart of a country song. Yes, I've always found my home in the heart of a country song. I've played in 1,000 bar rooms in about 1,000 towns. I'm living up in Oregon now, sometimes the rain gets me down. So just give me a fiddle and old Wayne on pedal steel, and I'll sing you a
Well, yes, friends, once again, we're back here on the Way Back with Johnny show here on CFRC and www.osharocks.com. I'd like to once again begin the program as we usually do with sending out some very special dedications to some dear friends and family. First of all, like always, we would like to send out a song to Mama Dawn. And also in loving memory of my late father, Papa Willie B, I'd like to play a song by one of the true California pioneers of country music, Mr. Tommy Collins, and a song he wrote many years ago that is probably best remembered now today by Merle Haggard, but it's called The Roots of My Raising. Then we'll follow a song going out to my late soulmate and best friend for all too short of a time, Miss Jenny, who also is remembered as Miss Velma LaPointe. Just shortly before she passed away, she asked me to remember her by a song that Miss Rose Maddox and Buck Owens recorded many years ago titled Sweethearts in Heaven. So this one's going out to you, honey, and we still miss you all these years later. Then we'll follow with a song going out to my dear friend Willie LaPointe, who we affectionately name the Mayor of Verona, Ontario. With that, it'll be a classic and an early recording by the Maddox brothers and Rose called Tramp on the Street, which was originally recorded in 1947. With that, I'd like to welcome you all to the Way Back with Johnny show here on this great channel. Welcome in, friends, and happy morning.
I left the 4-lane highway, took a blacktop 7 miles, past the little country school I went to as a child. 2 miles down a gravel road I could see the proud old home, a tribute to a way of life that's almost past and gone. The roots of my raising run deep. I've come back for the strength that I need. Hope comes no matter how far down I sink, 'cause the roots of my raising run deep. I pulled into the driveway. It sure was good to be there. Then I could see through the open door that Dad was asleep in his favorite chair. A picture of Mom was in his hand. I remembered how close they were. So I waited, 'cause I didn't want to wake him and spoil his dream of her. A Christian mom who had the strength for life the way she did. Then to pull that apron off and do the Charleston for us kids. Dad, a quiet man whose gentle voice was seldom heard, could borrow money from the bank strictly on his word. The roots of my raising run deep. I've come back for the strength that I need. Hope comes no matter how far down I sink, 'cause the roots of my raising run deep. Hope comes no matter
behind to face life alone. Bear this in mind.
I will be waiting if heaven's my fate to take you by the hand just inside the pearly gate. Will there be sweethearts in heaven after we cross the line? If the angels have sweethearts, then I want you for mine.
I'd be a tramp and sleep in the street, or I'd be a baker with rags on my feet.
If I knew for sure when the time comes to part, someday in heaven you'd be my sweetheart. Will there be sweethearts in heaven after we cross the line? If the angels have sweethearts, then I want you for mine. Only a tramp was Lazarus at fate, he who lay down at the rich man's gate. He begged for the crumbs from the rich man to eat. He was only a tramp found dead on the street. He was some mother's darling, he was some mother's son. Once he was fair and once he was young. Some mother rocked him, her darling, to sleep, but they left him to die like a tramp on the street. Jesus, who died on Calvary's tree, shed his lifeblood for you and for me. They pierced his sides, his hands and his feet. Then they left him to die like a tramp on the street. He was Mary's own darling, he was God's chosen son. Once he was fair and once he was young. Mary, she rocked him, her darling, to sleep, but they left him to die like a tramp on the street. He was some mother's darling, he was some mother's son. Once he was fair and once he was young. Somebody rocked him, her darling, to sleep, but they left him to die like a tramp on
I'm Carol Baker. You're listening to Way Back with my good friend, Johnny Woodlock. I know you're going to love the show.
10 little fingers reached out to rescue me.
Well, yes, friends, once again, it's that time in the program to pay tribute to the mighty valley we call the Ottawa here on Way Back with Johnny. As we send us out east to the good old valley we call the mighty Ottawa, I'd like to send out some special songs to some dear friends and radio family. Uncle Ray and Aunt Margaret Chapisky in Eganville, Ontario. For them today will be a song off the brand new project recently released by the Plager Boys from the Valley, and it'll be a version of the old Bellamy Brothers song called Old Hippie. Now this is also going out to my friend and Ray's brother Dave Chapisky, whom I'm hoping to meet up with at his place this coming Saturday, as they have the Chapisky family barbecue and pig roast. Then we'll follow with a song from my friend Vic and Linda May Garbett of Arnprior, Ontario, who do a weekly program over CJHR Valley Heritage Radio every Sunday evening from 7 to 10. And it'll be a song going out to them by none other than a man who will be celebrating what would have marked the 100th birthday on the 31st of August, and that, of course, is Papa Joe Brown. And from Papa Joe, it's going to be a song called A Thing Called Love. Then we'll wrap up this set with a birthday song. Yes, it's a big old birthday. Number 88 birthday for my good buddy out there in Brockville, Ontario, Tom Wilson of Brockville, Ontario, who celebrates, yes, his 88th birthday today, the 17th of August. With that, I would like to wish him a very happy birthday and play an old-time song of his called Almost Home. With that, I'd like to say good day to all my Valley listeners. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening here on the Way Back with Johnny show.
He turned 35 last Sunday. In his hair he found some gray, but he still ain't changed his lifestyle. Likes it better the old way. So he grows a little garden in the backyard by the fence. He's consuming what he's growing nowadays in self-defense. He gets out there in that twilight zone sometimes when it just don't make no sense. He gets off on country music 'cause disco left him cold. He's got young friends in the new wave, but he's just too friggin' old. And he dreams at night of Woodstock and the day John Lennon died, how the music made him happy and the silence made him cry. Yeah, he thinks of John sometimes, and he has to wonder why. 'Cause he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab onto the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. He was sure back in the 60s that everyone was hip. Then they sent him off to Vietnam on his senior trip. And they forced him to become a man while he was still a boy. And behind each wave of tragedy, he waited for the joy. Now this world may change around him, but he just can't change no more. 'Cause he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab onto the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. So he stays away a lot now from the parties and the clubs. And he's thinking while he's jogging round, sure is glad he quit the hard drugs. 'Cause him and his kind get more endangered every day. And pretty soon the species will just up and fade away, like the smoke from that torpedo, just up and fade away. Yeah, he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab onto the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. Yeah, he ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust.
The scenes have been familiar for the past few dozen miles. I just passed the county line, marking stone. Just a few more miles from here, and I guess there'll be some tears, 'cause I can hardly wait, I'm almost home. There's the field where Mom and Daddy worked together side by side, and the churchyard where they're sleeping all alone. Farther down the one-room school where I learned the golden rule, so many years ago, I'm almost home. I'd almost bet that there'll be a checker game going on over at old Mr. Tate's General Store. Daddy told me in his last letter that the old man still runs it, all alone. And I bet that old church bell still rings, and I bet the choir still sings, just as they did each and every Sunday morning. I'm almost home. There's a little green roof cottage, and the gate post made of stone, and the tree I climbed looks so much smaller now. And the old dirt path still winds as the past fills up my mind. I can almost hear them say, we're glad you're home. I can almost hear them say, we're glad you're home. I was born beside that river, that mighty river, that rolling river.
Hello, this is Tom Wilson of Border Bluegrass. You're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock on Way Back. Stay tuned for classic country music.
And the St. Lawrence River's my home.
Well, yes, friends, once again, it's that time in the program where we usually like to celebrate and pay tribute to an interview of the week. However, seeing that we did so many interviews last weekend, I would like to dedicate this program solely to music, and lots of it. So let's begin this selection as a tribute to the Maddox brothers and Rose, and with first a song called Beautiful Bouquet, which was originally recorded in 1954. Then we'll hear another famed Maddox Brothers and Rose recording, and this time it's going to be their version of the old Mule Skinner's Blues. Then we'll hear a classic called My Child Has a Billy Goat. We'll wrap up with a selection of recordings by Rose Maddox and her brothers with another all-time favorite, this time called Oklahoma Sweetheart Sally Ann. And if there is enough time, which I think there might be before the end of the hour to fit some more stuff in, but anyway, it's going to be one classic extra song, which is all in fun, and it's called Sally Let Your Bangs Hang Down. Now this, as mentioned, is a little bit of a obscure song in today's era, but it is a classic of the Maddox Brothers and Rose fame. With that, I would like to welcome you all into the Way Back with Johnny show here on this great channel. Welcome in, friends, and yes, turn these up because it's great music from 1940s and 50s.
For pleasure I went walking out through the fields one day. I started gathering flowers to make a sweet bouquet. The flowers that I gathered, each one played a part. Each flower stood for someone held dear to my heart. Beautiful bouquet I'm gathering today, picking the colors that will never fade away. Each flower has a meaning so dear to me. Each flower is a treasure chest of sweet memories. Violets for my sweetheart, a white rose for my dad, a red rose stood for mother, the best pal that I have. Forget-me-not stood faithfully for tried true friends of mine. Daisies for the puppy loves that I left far behind. Beautiful bouquet I'm gathering today, picking the colors that will never fade away. Each flower has a meaning so dear to me. Each flower is a treasure chest of sweet memories. Lilies are for grandma who watches from afar. Poppies are for brother who lost his life at war. I put them all together to make a sweet bouquet, a rainbow full of colors that will never fade away. Beautiful bouquet I'm gathering today, picking the colors that will never fade away. Each flower has a meaning so dear to me. Each flower is a treasure chest of sweet memories.
howdy, gal.
Good morning, shine.
I'm a shining.
Do you need another mule skinner? Put on your new muslin.
I sure do.
The other day, that's my mule skinner.
Looks like a mule.
I'm going to town, honey. What you want me to bring you back?
Guess what?
I'm going to town, honey. What you want me to bring you back? Bring a pint of booze and a John B. Stetson hat.
And a blonde.
The other day. That's my mule skinner. Oh, little water boy, bring that water right.
I got it right
If
here.
you don't like your job, set that water bucket down.
I just did.
The other day.
Ah, here's that water boy.
Well, I like to work. I'm rolling all the time.
Yes, that's me.
How'd I like to work? I'm rolling all the time. I can pop my initials on a mule most in your time. The other day. Some children are angels, or so I have heard. Some children have talents and sing like the birds. Some children are famous for their gift with words. My child has a billy goat baa ba ba ba. Some children take lessons and play in the band. Some learn to do spinning or weaving by hand. Some take public speaking and learn how to stand. My child has a billy goat baa ba ba ba. What kind of a pet is your child allowed? Some children don't care, just go with the crowd. Some children have pussycats, they purr and meow. My child has a billy goat baa ba ba ba. Some children have muley cows, they milk and they moo. Some others have lovebirds, they bill and they coo. Some just play pretend, they powder and perfume. bye, bye, bye. In the state of Oklahoma, down the trail to old Cheyenne, there lived a fair young maiden, and her name was Sally Ann. Her lips as sweet as honey, and her heart I understand. She's from Oklahoma, sweetheart Sally Ann. Where the buffalo they wander and the antelope they play, I can hear her calling every night and every day. I can hear her calling and I long to hold her hand. She's from Oklahoma, sweetheart Sally Ann. She's my Oklahoma sweetheart, she's my darling and my pal. Darling of the prairie, Oklahoma sandhill gal. And I know she's waiting and I long to hold her hand. She's my Oklahoma sweetheart Sally Ann. In the state of Oklahoma, down the trail to old Cheyenne, there lived a fair young maiden, and her name was Sally Ann. Her lips as sweet as honey, and her heart I understand. She's from Oklahoma, sweetheart Sally Ann.
I met a gal from old Kentucky. She was happy and go lucky. Sally, let your bangs hang down. She called me honey bunny just to make me spend my money. Sally, let your bangs hang down. Sally, she can land them. She loves them and she leaves them. Sally, let your bangs hang down. I'll find out what Sally's got. Makes the men think she's so hot. Sally, let your bangs hang down. Swing 'em low.
Let 'em down now.
I saw Sally changing clothes. She was in a perfect pose. Sally, let your bangs hang down. She caught me a peeping in. I don't think it was a sin. Sally, let your bangs hang down. Sally, she can land them. She loves them and she leaves them. Sally, let your bangs hang down. Sally calls me her man. She's a-getting all she can. Sally, let your bangs hang down. Let your hair down now. That's Friendly Henry, the working girl's friend. I wonder if Sally's a working girl. Now I'll have to be confessing, Sally's always kept me guessing. Sally, let your bangs hang down. She jumped up on a pony and she rode away with Tony. Sally, let your bangs hang down. Sally, she can land them. She loves them and she leaves them. Sally, let your bangs hang down. I'll find out what Sally's got. Makes the men think she's so hot. Sally, let your bangs hang down.
And hear my radio. Come to life with music from my favorite bluegrass show.
Now look at me, baby, I'm on the way gone.
Can you hear the lonesome dove?
Howdy friends and listeners, this here's your old host with the most. I'd like to tell you all about the 2026 Gallup Canal Bluegrass Festival. Coming up the summer of 2026, happening from June 17th to the 20th, where you can see some of the greatest bluegrass legends of today, such as Jackson Hollow, High River, and of course, our headliner, Junior Sisk. The full weekend pass only costs $120 in advance, that's until June 1st to 2026. However, there will also be day passes available at the gate, so get yours today by visiting gallupcanalbluegrass.ca or by contacting Barb at 613-543-3114. See y'all there, friends.
Where we vow to love each other.
Heavenly angel, I'm where I belong, right here in your arms.
How about you? I'm hooked on bluegrass music. It's the only drug I use.
And yes, friends, I do hope y'all enjoyed those classics of Rose Maddox and her brothers, taken from the 1950 recordings of those great band of country music rockabilly stars. Now we're back here once again, and it's that time to turn back the years to the golden era of country music once again as we salute the vinyl blast from Vinyl Past. But first, we must open the vinyl vault door. Now that the Vinyl Vault door is wide open, I'd like to turn back the years again to the golden era of country music. Remember a beautiful song titled Read My Letter Once Again, and that of course is by the legendary One Rose of country music, Miss Rose Maddox. Now, turn this one up, friends, because it is off the original album back in the day, and it is truly real country music at its finest. We'll be back following this, send us into the second hour. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Again, open your heart, let me come in. Don't hold back your foolish pride. Read my letter one more time. I'm always lonesome since you're gone. For the wrong, each dream of you I call your name. Read my letter once let me come in. Don't hold back your foolish pride. Read my letter one more time. How can the days be so blue? How can I go on missing you? My lonely life is all in vain. Please read my letter once again.
Well, yes, friends, following that classic final blast from Vinyl Past, we're back here once again on the Way Back with Johnny show here this morning. I'm Johnny Woodlock, your host with the most country western music and bluegrass music, and it's once again time to send us into the second hour of today's program with a collection of great sacred gospel favorites. First, we'll hear from the old buckaroo, Buck Owens, and a song titled Without Jesus, Where Would I Be? Then we'll follow with a true legend of California music, and especially the Bakersfield sound, and that is a man we call and we remember as as Tommy Collins. And it's going to be a song called A Man We All Oughta Know. Then we'll send us into the very top of the second hour here this morning with Rose Maddox as we remember the 100th birthday of Miss Rose Maddox, or what would have been her 100th birthday on Friday, the 15th of August. And it'll be a classic called He Set Me Free. With that, I would like to invite y'all into the way back and share that we will be back following this collection of great gospel favorites on the other side of the second hour. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
When my burdens get heavy, I just kneel down and pray. I ask God to work them out, not mine, but His own way. Safe in His arms, what a relief. For without Jesus, where would I be? Where would I be without Jesus? Where would I spend eternity? Lost in a world full of sorrow. Without Jesus, where would I be? In chapter 14 of John, verse 2 and 3, He says He's preparing a place for you and me. With Him on my side, that's all I'll ever need. Oh, without Jesus, where would I be? Where would I be without Jesus? Where would I spend eternity? Lost in a world full of sorrow. Without Jesus, where would I be?
We've heard of a man called Jesus. We know he was born long ago, but we all don't know he's our Savior. A man we all ought to know. He was born one morn of Virgin Mary, the only one ever born so. He was planned and God said to call him Jesus, a man we all ought to know. He roamed the countryside and talked with sinners. With words he made suffering ones whole. Such a man is he, our greatest teacher, and a man we all ought to know. Though a king, he walked with common people, their need of a new life he showed. All true are the words of our Savior, a man we all ought to know. If we doubt the power of the gospel and our hearts are heavy with woe, we can take our troubles to Jesus, a man we all ought to know. He roamed the countryside and talked with sinners. With words he made suffering ones whole. Such a man is he, our greatest teacher, and a man we all ought to know.
Once like a bird in prison I dwelled, no freedom from my sorrow I felt. But Jesus came and listened to me, and glory to God, He set me free. He set me free, yes, He set me free, and He broke the bonds of prison for me. I'm glory bound, my Jesus to see. For glory to God, He set me free. Now I'm climbing higher each day. The darkness of night have drifted away. My feet are planted on higher ground, and glory to God, I'm homeward bound. He set me free, yes, He set me free, and He broke the bonds of prison for me. I'm glory bound, my Jesus to see. For glory to God, He set me free. Goodbye to sin and things that's unfound. Not all the world shall turn me around. Daily I'm working, I'm praying too, and glory to God, I'm going through. He set me free, yes, He set me free, and He broke the bonds of prison for me. I'm glory bound, my Jesus to see. For glory to God, He set me free. Now I'm climbing higher each day. The darkness of night have drifted away. My feet are planted on higher ground, and glory to God, I'm homeward bound. He set me free, yes, He set me free, and He broke the bonds of prison for me. I'm glory bound, my Jesus to see. For glory to God, He set me free.
You rolled out of Rosine, a dedicated man. You drove those country back roads to 1,001 night stands.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Vincent, the Queen of Bluegrass Music, and you're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock right here at the Wayback Show. You take care and blessings to you.
Did it look like old Kentucky when the gates swung open wide? Bet the good Lord's got you playing somewhere up there every night. Is the grass any bluer on the other side?
Yes, friends, following those classic gospel favorites, we are back here on the Way Back with Johnny show. I would like to remind y'all that we are still coming to you via the Woodlock Ranch and Studios, located in Cornwall, Ontario, on the shores of the St. Lawrence River. Also being heard over historic CFRC 1019 FM from the heart of downtown Kingston in the limestone city of Ontario, Canada. And we are also being heard over internet radio through the Durham County of Oshawa and the Greater Toronto Area through www.oshawarocks.com. With that all mentioned, I would also like to remind y'all that we do have a YouTube channel as well called Way Back with Johnny. I would like to start the second hour of the program today with a double feature of a man who celebrated, yes, his 79th birthday this past week, Mr. John Conley, also forever remembered as the Common Man or Rose-Colored Glasses Man. With that, I would like to send our happiest of 79th birthdays out to John down there in Tennessee, and celebrate his birthday on the 11th of August with a couple of classics. First of all, we're going to hear an all-time favorite titled Friday Night Blues, then we'll follow with Backside of 30. So here now is our salute to the common man of country music, and yes, happy 79th birthday, John Conley.
He's been working all week, he's got mental fatigue, and that old couch sure looks fine. All week he's been gone, she's been sitting alone, slowly going out of her mind. As he kicks off his shoes for the 6 o'clock news, she's getting all prettied up. While she's wanting to boogie, he wants to lay there, she's got the Friday night blues. Oh, those Friday night blues, they get in your shoes and they work to get you down. Ah, but there ain't a lady that I ever knew who didn't need her a night on the town. But the hills and the bills and a week full of deals has got him feeling used. While he's kicking his shoes off, she's putting hers on, 'cause she's got the Friday night blues. Oh, there once was a time she was top of the line, her nights like teenage dreams. Now it's operas at noon, dancing round with her broom, talking to the washing machine. Oh, the girl down the street says her husband is neat and makes it sound so true. Now she's feeling lonely, thinks she's the only one with the Friday night blues. Oh, those Friday night blues, they get in your shoes and they work to get you down. Oh, but there ain't a lady that I ever knew who didn't need her a night on the town. But the hills and the bills and a week full of deals has got him feeling used. While he's kicking his shoes off, she's putting hers on, 'cause she's got the Friday night blues. Oh, those Friday night blues, they get in your shoes and they work to get you down. Ah, but there ain't a lady that I ever knew who didn't need her a night on the town. Making money at 30 with a wife and a son. Then a short 5 years later, it all comes undone. She's gone back to mama with the boy by her side. Now I'm wine drunk and running with them on my mind. I'm on the backside of 30 and back on my own. An empty apartment don't feel like a home. On the backside of 30, the short side of time, back on the bottom with no will to climb. It's dawn Monday morning, and I just called in sick. I skipped work last Friday to drink this month's rent. And when my friends ask me, I tell them I'm fine, but my eyes tell a story that my lies can't hide. I'm on the backside of 30 and back on my own. An empty apartment don't feel like home. On the backside of 30, the short side of time, back on the bottom with no hill to climb.
Yes, friends, following those classics by Mr. John Conley, who celebrated his 79th birthday this past week, we are back here once again. And it's that time to salute a very special member of our morning team as we welcome Simbush the Wonder Husky to our program. I'd like to salute a collection of songs by Miss Rose Maddox, who would have turned 100 years old this past Friday. On the 15th of August, in 1925 she was born. And if she was still here, yes, she would have been 100 years old. With that mentioned, Simbush has her collection of favorites by Miss Rose Maddox. First we'll hear Footprints in the Snow. Then we'll follow with another classic from the Rose Maddox Bluegrass album called Down, Down, Down. And we'll wrap up with another all-time favorite titled Bottom of the Glass, which is not so much a bluegrass favorite as it is a true hardcore country favorite. And then if there's enough time, Simbush has a fourth selection here today with Tennessee Mountain Home, which is of course a Dolly Parton favorite. With that, I'd like to welcome y'all in and also thank Simbush for her contribution to today's program. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Some folks like the summertime when they can walk about, strolling through the meadow green. It's pleasant, there's no doubt. But just give me the wintertime when the snow is on the ground. For he found me when the snow was on the ground. He traced my little footprints in the snow. He found my little footprints in the snow. Lord, I bless that happy day when I did lose my way. He found me when the snow was on the ground. He dropped in to see me, there was a big round moon. Mother said I just stepped out, I'd be returning soon. He found my little footprints, he traced them through the snow. He found me when the snow's on the ground. He traced my little footprints in the snow. He found my little footprints in the snow. Lord, I bless that happy day when I did lose my way. He found me when the snow was on the ground. Now he's up in heaven, he's with an angel band. I know I'm going to meet him in that happy land. But every time the snow falls, it brings back memories. He found me when the snow's on the ground. He traced my little footprints in the snow. He found my little footprints in the snow. Lord, I bless that happy day when I did lose my way. He found me when the snow was on the ground. I'm going down, 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 going down, down, down. I got nobody to love me now. sun. Could it be you never gave us time in your heart if you desire new love? If so, then your love is not with mine. I'm going down, 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 going down, down, down. I got nobody to love me now. I'm sorrow bound, bound, bound. Since you've left this town, since you've left, I'm going down, down, down. I'm going down, 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 going down, down, down. I got nobody to love me now. I'm sorrow bound, bound, bound. Since you've left this town, since you've left, I'm going down, down, down. Since you've left, I'm going down, down, down.
Looks like the bad has all turned to worse, and we just can't reach back for the past. I can see the mistakes that I made at the first, but it all looks better through the bottom of a glass. Drink by drink, I'm drowning out my sorrow. Looks like I've found a way out at last. So I know I'll be right back again tomorrow. The whole world looks better through the bottom of a glass. I feel a little more alive with each drink. Though all my friends say I'm out of class, I don't care how they run this world or just what they think. It all satisfies me through the bottom of a glass. Drink by drink, I'm drowning out my sorrow. Looks like I found a way out at last. So I know I'll be right back again tomorrow. The whole world looks better through the bottom of a glass. Yeah, the whole world looks better through the bottom of a glass. In my Tennessee mountain home, life is peaceful as a baby's sigh. In my Tennessee mountain home, crickets singing in the fields nearby. Sitting on the front porch on a summer afternoon, on a straight back chair on two legs, leaned against the wall. Watch the kids a-playing with June bugs on a string, and catch the glowing fireflies when evening shadows fall. In my Tennessee mountain home, life is peaceful as a baby's sigh. In my Tennessee mountain home, crickets singing in the fields nearby. Honeysuckle vines cling to the fence along the lane. Their fragrance makes the summer wind so sweet. And on a distant hilltop, an eagle spreads its wings, and a songbird on a fence post sings
is a melody. In my Tennessee mountain home, life is peaceful as a baby's sigh. In my Tennessee mountain home, crickets singing in the fields nearby. Walking home from church on Sunday with the one you love, just laughing, talking, making future plans. And when the folks aren't looking, you might steal a kiss or two, just sitting on the porch swing holding hands. In my Tennessee mountain home, life is peaceful as a baby's sigh. In my Tennessee mountain home, mama's singing in the sweet by and by.
Smoky Mountain memories about my home in Tennessee.
Hello, friends. This is Larry Sparks and the Lonesome Ramblers. You're listening to my good friend, Johnny Woodlock, here on the way back. Hey, we appreciate it. May God bless each one of you.
Misty eye, they cling to me, my Smoky Mountain memories.
Well, yes, friends, following Simbush's top favorites there, we are back here on the Way Back with Johnny show, and it's once again that time to salute the great Canadian Northern gems by even greater Canadian Northern legends. With that mentioned, let's remember one of the unsung heroes of Canadian country music, June Pasher, and a song called Paper Roses. Then we'll follow with a song by none other than another unsung hero of the Canadian troubadours, and that, of course, is Chef Adams, and a song called The Moment You're Gone. We'll wrap up this selection with none other than another, yes, all-time favorite pioneer of the Canadian country music. That, of course, will be Smiley Bates, and a song simply titled Teardrops at Midnight. With that, I would like to share that these are all truly Canadian icons in country music. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening here on the Way Back with Johnny show.
I realize the way your eyes deceive me with tender looks that I mistook for love. So take away the flowers that you gave me and send the kind that you remind me of. Paper roses, paper roses. Oh, how real those roses seem to be. But they're only imitation, like your imitation love for me. I thought that you would be a perfect lover. You seem so full of sweetness at the start, but like a big red rose that's made of paper, there isn't any sweetness in your heart. Paper roses, paper roses. Oh, how real those roses seem to be.
nights I lie crying, now that you're gone. I see you walking arm in arm with your new lover now. Oh, why was I born to live without you anyhow? He smiles at you, you smile at him. My heart goes weak, my eyes go dim. Then I realize I've lost. To me, that's the end. Now that you're gone, every moment brings sadness. Every day there's darkness without you. Now that you're gone, my heart slowly dies. Lonely nights I lie crying, now that you're gone. Now that you're gone, every moment brings sadness. Every day there's darkness without you. Now that you're gone, my heart slowly dying. Lonely nights I lie crying, now that you're gone. I watch you walk away from me. I hold back the tears that soon will come. But now I know that you were right and I was in the wrong. Just one more look, you fade from view. I'll never know if I'll ever see you. So I'll keep on hoping and wishing, and my prayers are all for you.
Teardrops at midnight, Cinderella's gone home. The world seems so empty and I'm so alone. The four walls around me keep saying she is gone. Now there'll be teardrops from midnight till dawn. The shoes in the corner that stands out so plain, who's gonna fill them and ease all the pain? I know they would never fit no one the same as the princess who owned them and once shared my name. Teardrops at midnight, Cinderella's gone home. The world seems so empty and I'm so alone. The four walls around me keep saying she's gone. Now there'll be teardrops from midnight till dawn. Teardrops at midnight, Cinderella's gone home. The world seems so empty and I'm so alone. The four walls around me keep saying she's gone. Now there'll be teardrops from midnight till dawn.
I'm eastbound 401. I wanna rise with the morning sun. This great big city's no place for me. Down east country's where I wanna be.
Hello, this is Eddie Eastman, singer of Eastbound 401. You're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock on Way Back with Johnny. I hope you're enjoying the show.
Eastbound 401. I'm eastbound 401.
With that, friends, we would like to welcome you all back in, and it's once again that time in the program to welcome a very special member of our morning team, and this, of course, is the smallest member of our morning team. However, she may be small, but she sure makes it up with a giant personality. That, of course, is none other than our good friend, Gunny the Dash Hound. With that mentioned, I would like to pay tribute to Gunny's top favorites here this morning, with a collection of favorites by none other than Rose Maddox. First, we'll hear an all-time favorite by Rose titled The Philadelphia Lawyer. Then we'll follow with Curly Joe, and we'll wrap up with none other than A Beggar to a Queen. And yes, if there's enough time, we may just get on Silver Threads and Golden Needles. With that, I would like to thank Little Gunny for her contribution to today's program. And welcome you all into the Way Back with Johnny show here on CFRC and also www.osharocks.com. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Way out in Reno, Nevada, where romance blooms and fades, a great Philadelphia lawyer was in love with a Hollywood maid. Come love and we will wander down where the lights are bright. I'll win you a divorce from your husband, and we can get married tonight. While Bill was a gun-toting cowboy, 10 notches were carved in his gun. All the boys around Reno left Wild Bill's maiden alone. One night when he was returning from riding the range in the cold, he dreamed of his Hollywood sweetheart. Her love was as lasting as gold. As he drew near her window, a shadow he saw on the shade. 'Twas the great Philadelphia lawyer making love to Bill's Hollywood maid. The night was as still as the desert, the moon hanging high overhead. Bill listened a while to the lawyer. He could hear every word that he said. Your hands are so pretty and lovely, your form so rare and divine. Come go with me to the city and leave this wild cowboy behind. Tonight back in old Pennsylvania, among those beautiful pines, there's one less Philadelphia lawyer in old Philadelphia tonight. but to the city I did go. I fell in love with a dashing stranger. At first his name I did not know. I met him in the park one evening as the sun was sinking low. When I asked him what they called him, he smiled and said, I'm Curly Joe. Yes, his hair was dark and curly, and his eyes were all aglow. In my dreams, I'm always strolling hand in hand with Curly Joe. My daddy said we could not marry. Mother said I could not go. Now all that's left are dreams and memories of my darling Curly Joe. Yes, his hair was dark and curly, and his eyes were all aglow. In my dreams, I'm always strolling hand in hand with Curly Joe. I had sunk as low as one can go. The world had turned me down. Then you picked me up and you kissed me sweet. You changed a beggar into a queen. Yes, you took the rags from off of my back, and you gave me your love to keep me warm. Yes, you picked me up and you kissed me sweet. You changed a beggar into a queen. I had walked the streets with head bowed low. The sun for me would never shine. Then you came along into my life and changed a beggar into a queen. Yes, you took the rags from off of my back, and you placed a crown on my head. Yes, you picked me up and you kissed me sweet. You changed a beggar into a queen. I don't want your lonely mansion with a tear in every room. beneath the haloed moon. But you think I should be happy with your money and your name, and hide myself in sorrow while you play your cheating game. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. But you think I should be happy with your money and your name, and hide myself in sorrow while you play your cheating game. And I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, for I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of
You gotta keep those cards and letters coming in, honey.
Howdy, friends and listeners. This here is your old host with the most country western music and bluegrass music, Johnny Woodlock. And I'd like to invite y'all, my listeners, to write yours truly, Johnny Woodlock, as well as Sim Bush and also Little Gunny, here at the Woodlock Ranch and Studios. Have you ever had a thought or a message for us about this program you hear weekly? If so, we would love to hear from you. So write to us at our email address at waybackwoodlock@gmail.com, and we'll be sure to write you back. In the meantime, back to the show, friends, and happy listening.
So keep those cards and letters coming in.
Now, friends, I would like to pay tribute to a very special piece of audio taken off the world-famous Grand Ole Opry from February 19th of 1949. Now, it is much debate that the first and only appearance on the Grand Ole Opry of Rose Maddox and her brothers, the Maddox brothers, was on February 19th of 1949, and they were never asked back onto the Grand Ole Opry because of certain details. Now, with that mentioned, Rose Maddox herself would go on and appear on the Grand Ole Opry many times after, but the Maddox brothers, of course, disbanded in 1957, and therefore they only appeared on the Grand Ole Opry one time and one time only, on February the 19th of 1949. Now, I have found audio from that archived Opry performance, and I would like to play it next as our special highlight to the Grand Ole Opry's 100th anniversary, which is this year, first forming in November 1925, and until the end of November, we will be paying tribute to, once a week, Opry segments out of the past. With that, here we go with a classic by none other than Maddox Brothers and Rose, and their gospel favorite, titled Gathering Flowers for the Master's Bouquet. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Well, we're always kind of on our best behavior whenever we have folks coming to visit with us for the first time here on Prince Albert's Grand Ole Opry. And tonight, we're each and every one of us in our best bib and tucker, because we got us some wonderful entertainers all the way from Modesto, California. That's way out in the west there. They think so much of them out there in California that the local radio station is carrying our radio program tonight. Folks, give a great big Prince Albert hello to one of the most popular recording and radio groups in the country, the Maddox Brothers and Rose. Well, Rose, you're the prettiest one of the bunch.
Thank you.
So you tell us what you and the boys have cooked up for your first PA appearance here.
Well, we're going to do one that everybody's asking for, Ed, and it's Flowers for the Master's Bouquet.
Yes, sir. Pretty.
Loved ones are passing each day and each hour, passing away as a life of a flower. But every bud and each blossom someday will bloom as a flower.
Well, folks, we want you all to hear the Maddox Brothers and Rose again. If you don't mind, I'd like to have them do a song that I especially like, written by our own Wally Fowler, called I Couldn't Believe It Was True.
Knocked on the door. I called my love as I've had before. I knocked and I knocked, but no answer came. No kisses to greet me, no voice called my name. I couldn't believe it was true, oh Lord. I couldn't believe it was true. My eyes filled with tears. I must have let you years. I couldn't believe it was true. I let myself in and I walked to our bed. I know there I found that the message I read, the truth like a bolt from the blues in the dawn. My sweetheart had left me, my darling had gone. I couldn't believe it was true, oh Lord. I couldn't believe it was true. My eyes filled with tears, I must have let you years. I couldn't believe it was true.
Well, yes, friends, that was the entire set that the legendary Maddox Brothers did in 1949 on the Grand Ole Opry. Now, before we send us into the third and final hour of this morning's program, I would like to pay tribute to one of the recordings I found of Miss Rose Maddox herself as a solo artist on the Grand Ole Opry. This was much later into her career. I'd say about between 1949 and 1960. I'd approximately put it about 1957. And this is, of course, Rose Maddox and her version of the old Carter family song called Hummingbird. With that, let's go back to the Grand Ole Opry now and hear this all-time recording. Welcome in, friends.
You know, our guest tonight is in all the way from Hollywood, California, and she's bringing over some of the fine Columbia record songs that have made her popular with country music folks for all these years. So let's have a real Grand Ole Opry welcome for Miss Rose Maddox. Oh, Rosie, honey, it's always fine to have you with us here at the Opry.
Thank you, Ernest. It's a pleasure to be here tonight.
By the way, what all have you been doing here lately?
Well, just making a few phonograph records and making personal appearances with the Maddox Brothers and Rose over the country.
I know you have been quite busy, Rosie, and we're so glad to have you, honey. I know all the folks are waiting for one of your fine songs.
Well, how about a little bit of Hummingbird?
That's a good one, yes, sir.
Hummingbird, hummingbird should be your name. Too restless to settle, too wild to tame. Too restless to settle, too wild to tame. Hummingbird, hummingbird should be your name. Hummingbird, hummingbird winging along. No tender young blossom can hold you for long. No tender young blossom can hold you for long. Hummingbird, hummingbird winging along. You'd hug me and kiss me like others I've known. You'd promise to love me and call me your own. And then all my dreams would be shattered apart by the hum, hum of your hummingbird heart. Hummingbird, hummingbird, feathered so fine. If I clipped your wings, it would not make you mine. If I clipped your wings, it would not make you mine. Hummingbird, hummingbird, feathered so fine.
Hummingbird, hummingbird, fly right on by. Some folks like to gamble, but darling, not I. Some folks like to gamble, but darling, not I. Hummingbird, hummingbird, fly right on by. I'd rather be lonely, I'd rather be blue. Yes, I'd rather spend my whole life without you than feather net to be shattered apart by the hum, hum of your hummingbird heart. By the hum, hum of your hummingbird heart.
Well, yes, friends, following those classic Opry performances by Rose Maddox, we are once again back here, and it's that time to send us into the third and final hour of this weekend's program. With that mentioned, I would like to salute a few sacred gospel songs. First, we'll hear from Merle Haggard and his one-time wife, Bonnie Owens, and their version of Wait a Little Longer, Please Jesus. Then we'll hear from Miss Kitty Wells, the true and undisputed queen of country music, with a song called Paul's Ministry, and then we'll send us into the very top of the third and final hour with Miss Rose Maddox again, and a song simply titled Drifting Too Far from the Shore. With that, I hope to talk to you on the other side of the 10 o'clock hour and say good morning to each and every one of you listening in. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening.
Here the labor is so hard, and the workers they are tired, and our weary hearts are yearning for a rest. And I find we're getting anxious to be in that happy home where we'll receive such peace and happiness. But wait a little longer, please Jesus. There are so many wandering out in sin. Just a little longer, please, Jesus. A few more days to get our loved ones in. Families scattered here and there, and oh Lord, we love them dear. Maybe we can help them find a way. But if waiting is a cost, dear oh Lord, they might be lost. And that's the only reason why we say, wait a little longer, please Jesus. There are so many wandering out in sin. Just a little longer, please, Jesus. A few more days to get our loved ones in. A few more days to get our loved ones in.
The Lord said, stand up, Paul, and dry up your tears. You must preach my gospel for many long years. Go to Damascus, the way that is straight. You'll meet Ananias, and there you must wait. I counted on Jonah, I counted on Cain. counted on Adam, but he was the same. I counted on Judas, but he proved untrue. Oh, go tell the world, Paul, I'm counting on you. 3 days have gone by, Lord, and yet I don't see. But here stands my brother, a-talking with me. He says, Brother Paul, the Lord in the sky has sent me to heal you and open your eyes. I'll send you to the Gentiles, I'll send you to Rome. But Paul, you must suffer till I call you home. You'll sleep in the desert, you'll be wrecked out at sea, but keep right on preaching my gospel for me.
Out on the perilous deep, where dangers silently creep, and storms so violently sweep, you're drifting too far from the shore, drifting too far from the shore. You're drifting too far from the shore. Come to Jesus today, let him show you the way. You're drifting too far from the shore. Today the tempest rolls high, and clouds o'ershadow the sky. Sure death is hovering nigh. You're drifting too far from the shore, drifting too far from the shore. You're drifting too far from the shore. Come to Jesus today, let him show you the way. You're drifting too far from the shore. Drifting too far from the shore. You're drifting too far from the shore. Come to Jesus today, let him show you the way. You're drifting too far from the shore. He said it really has been nice being with you.
got to leave.
Hi, everybody. This is Jeannie Seeley with the Grand Ole Opry. I just want to thank you for listening to my buddy Johnny Woodlock. We're way back country, and we like it that way.
Life of a rodeo cowboy, and that's the only life I know.
Well, yes, friends, following those classic gospel favorites, we're back here on the third and final hour of today's program. With that mentioned, I would like to remind y'all that we are still coming to you via the Woodlock Ranch and Studios in Cornwall, Ontario. Also being heard over historic CFRC 1019 FM from the heart of downtown Kingston. And we are also being heard over internet radio throughout the Durham County of Oshawa and the Greater Toronto Area through www.oshawarocks.com. With that, I would like to also mention that we can also be found on YouTube at our YouTube channel at Way Back with Johnny Woodlock on YouTube. With that mentioned, I would like to start this third and final hour of today's program with a double feature on one of my dearest and most loyal friends in all music, and that of course is a dear friend of mine who's like a second dad to me, Tom Wilson of Brockville, who celebrates his 88th birthday today, born this very date 88 years ago. With that, I would like to salute Tom with two special songs, which were very important to his career. First, will be his biographical song called The Electric Radio, about his radio show and his band. Then we'll follow with his signature song called The St. Lawrence River's My Home. With that, I would like to welcome you all to this weekend's program, but also mention that next Sunday we will have Tom on the air via phone interview as we celebrate his 88th birthday party here on the Way Back with Johnny show. With that, I'd also like to wish him a very happy birthday today. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening here on CFRC 1019 FM and www.oshawarocks.com.
Now way down home in Brockville, it was many years ago. We used to play each Saturday on the electric radio. We'd gather round that microphone and really let her go. We'd really pick that bluegrass on the electric radio. Electric radio, electric radio. We'd really pick that bluegrass on the electric radio. Just one old ribbon microphone was all our station had, but we knew folks would listen in, though we were good or bad. And when we played at dances, they would come to see the show that they had heard on Saturday on the electric radio. Electric radio, electric radio, that they had heard on Saturday on the electric radio. We always did a gospel tune to save our souls from sin, and then we'd say, now keep those cards and letters coming in. And people rode from miles around and they would let us know that they tuned in each Saturday on the electric radio. Electric radio, electric radio, that they tuned in each Saturday on the electric radio. We played the Spanish two-step and the good old wild Hoot flower. It seemed like just 10 minutes, though we played for half an hour. And then the boys would gather round and sing so soft and low, let's say goodbye like we said hello on electric radio. Electric radio, electric radio, let's say goodbye like we said hello on electric radio. Well, now those days are dead and gone, and some of us are too. And when I think of Ed and John, I really get the blues. But Gil and Claire are still around until it's time to go. We always will remember that electric radio. Electric radio, electric radio, we always will remember that electric radio. Electric radio, electric radio, we always will remember that electric radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome them, Tom Wilson and his Western All-Stars.
This record was very good to us. Every place we go, people seem to recognize us by this tune. I didn't write this number. A fellow by the name of Jim Plumley wrote it for us down in Brockville, but I was born on the St. Lawrence River, and here's the St. Lawrence River is my home. I was born beside that river, that mighty river, that rolling river. I was born beside that river, and the St. Lawrence River is my home. For to see the sunrise o'er the river, that mighty river, that rolling river, and to watch the moonbeams on the river, it's the sight to fill your heart. Now I wander through the islands, those many islands, 1,000 islands, and I wander through the islands, that's where my heart belongs. For to see the sunrise o'er the river, that mighty river, that rolling river, and to watch the moonbeams on the river, it's a sight to fill your heart. For to see the sunrise o'er the river, that mighty river, that rolling river, and to watch the moonbeams on the river, it's a sight to fill your heart. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, yes, friends, once again, following those classics by our good friend Tom Wilson, who celebrates his birthday today, we are once again looking at the east coast of Canada with some great Atlantic lullabies. With that mentioned, let's remember a few east coast legends and favorites. First, we'll hear from, in my opinion, our Queen of Newfoundland, Miss Joan Morrissey, who I paid tribute to last weekend, and a classic called Don't Come Where We're To, Stay Where You're At. Then we'll follow with a song by Roy Payne from Newfoundland, and it's going to be a song I've really fallen in love with called The Last Train Headed Home. Then we'll wrap up with a salute to Newfoundland here this morning with our good friend and dear friend of mine, and also forever known as the true king of the Newfies, Michael T. Wall, and his classic called I'm Coming Home to You, Newfoundland. With that, I would like to say good morning to everybody down on the east coast of Canada, and especially Peter and Myrna Trenholm. Welcome in, friends, and good morning to all my listeners.
Oh, don't come where we're to, stay where you're at. On our front porch there ain't no welcome mat. We're sick of taking sauce from the mainland crew. So don't come where we're at, stay where you're to. When you come here and find the pace is slow, and people just refuse to jump and go, if you can't raise a smile and carry through, then don't come where we're at, stay where you're to. Oh, don't come where we're to, stay where you're at. On our front porch there ain't no welcome mat. We're sick of taking sauce from the mainland crew. So don't come where we're at, stay where you're to. If you can't live your life with ease and grace, and try to grab the other fellow's place, if you just can't relax and let her by, then stay back over on the other side. Oh, don't come where we're to, stay where you're at. On our front porch there ain't no welcome mat. We're sick of taking sauce from the mainland crew. So don't come where we're at, stay where you're to.
our laughs. It's milking that big golden mainland calf. Just think for every Newfie joke you hear, oh, you're paying 20 million bucks a year. Oh, don't come where we're to, stay where you're at. On our front porch there ain't no welcome mat. We're sick of taking sauce from the mainland crew. So don't come where we're at, stay where you're to. So don't come where we're at, stay where you're to.
When I die, put me on a fast train and take me to that old Cape Breton shore. Then put me on a slow boat bound for Newfie and let the Newfie bullet run once more. The first time that I left home on the bullet, and my mama cried because I had to go. I just love the sound of trains and old train whistles. So let me ride the bullet for the last train going home. It's a shame, Lord, that some things they never last. Ah, the Carson and the bullet, they now sit in the past. The Carson's dead, but the bullet's still alive. So when I die, let her ride one more time. The first time that I left home on the bullet, and my mama cried because I had to go. I just love the sound of trains and old train whistles. So let me ride the bullet for the last train going home. Yes, let me ride the bullet for the last train going home.
I'm coming home to you, Newfoundland, my native home across the Atlantic Sea. I'm coming home to you, Newfoundland, your favorite native son I'll always be. I've seen the world and all its wonders. I've sailed upon the seven seas. Their beauty can't compare to the island of Newfoundland. You're always home to me. I want to see your snow-capped mountains in the winter, hear the birds singing in the spring, walk along the trails in your forest the way I did when I was just a kid. I
want to walk again along your main street and smile at the folks that I meet and listen to the rippling of the waters flowing from your beautiful stream. I still see the Cabot Tower on your hillside, your cathedral standing stately in the square. I hear your church bells ringing Sunday morning, just the way they did when I was living there. I still see the ships down in St. John's Harbor as you welcome them from many foreign lands. And it makes my heart feel proud and so happy when I think of you, my home, Newfoundland. I'm coming home to you, Newfoundland, my native home across the Atlantic Sea. I'm coming home to you, Newfoundland, your favorite native son I'll always be. Yes, Newfoundland is where I long to be.
Singing Newfoundlander, and I sing a happy song.
Hello, friends. This is Michael T. Wall, the singing Newfoundlander, and you are listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock right here on Way Back over CFRC 101.9 Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
And are singing Newfoundlander from the Isle of Newfoundland.
Well, yes, friends, once again, it's that time in the program to pay tribute to the bluegrass songs. As last weekend, I got to take part in the 10th anniversary of the South Granville Bluegrass Festival in Spencerville, Ontario. With that mentioned, it was a wonderful festival with lots of wonderful music. So let's begin with a few songs that I picked up along the way last weekend off the albums of those performing. First of all, we're going to hear a song by my good friend Larry Efaw from Ohio, and it'll be off his newly released album called Your Letters Overdue. Then we'll follow with Kingston's own Grace Timmerman, and it'll be a song she recently recorded on Larry's newest album called Roses in the Snow. Then we'll wrap up this selection of bluegrass favorites with, yes, Miss Rhonda Vincent, who I had the honor of meeting last Saturday. It'll be her version of a song she recently recorded titled Take Me Home Country Roads, off her newest project called Destinations and Other Fun Places. With that, I would like to say thank you once again to Kim and Lisa for inviting me out to the festival, and also send these out to Sparky, or also known as Sandra Day, up here in Ingleside, Ontario. Welcome in, friends, and happy listening out there, friends.
Write me and send me your love every day, but I've waited so long for your letter. I miss you each hour you've been away. Your letter's overdue and I'm sorry, and so is the love you promised me. And if you don't answer my letter, I promise I'm gonna set you free. I keep waiting each day for your letter, but each time the postman goes by, and each time he brings me no letter, it leaves me so lonesome I could cry. Your letter's overdue and I'm sorry, and so is the love you promised me. And if you don't answer my letter, I promise I'm gonna set you free. So is the love you promised me. And if you don't answer my letter, I promise I'm gonna set you free.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
blue walls, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, country roads, take me home. Take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, West Virginia, mountain mama, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Vincent, the Queen of Bluegrass Music, and you're listening to my good friend Johnny Woodlock right here at the Wayback Show. You take care and blessings to you.
Did it look like old Kentucky when the gates swung open wide? That the good Lord's got you playing somewhere up there every night. Is the grass any bluer on the other side?
Well, yes, friends, once again, it's that time in the program to pay tribute to Rose Maddox, who would have celebrated her 100th birthday this past Friday, the 15th of August. Miss Rose Maddox will forever be remembered as a true innovator of the country music sound in the golden era of country music. However, she would record into the 80s and 90s as well. With that, let's begin with a song called The Place Where Love Comes From. Then we'll follow with the Blue Ridge Mountain Blues. We'll then follow with another all-time favorite, later recording out in 1994 called Dusty Memories. And we'll wrap up with a classic called Blood-Stained Hands. Now, these later two songs are from her last album in 1994 called 32 Cents and a Dream. With that, here's Miss Rose Maddox.
I've been away, but I haven't been standing still. I've been running through the meadows and walking through the hills. I've been washing in the river and drying in the hot, hot sun. And I've been looking for the place where love comes from. I thought I was alone. I thought I was an only child. I was always in trouble. I was always running wild. And then I found out that I'm not the only one to be looking for the place where love comes from. Oh, love is all around, wherever you may be. You can find it in the city, you can feel it in the country. Oh, love is all around, and if you want some, come go with me to the place where love comes from. was late last night. I was up in the tall green trees, and I thought I was lost, and I thought I was crazy, when the light came on, just as bright as a noonday sun. It was shining on the place where love comes from. Oh, love is all around, wherever you may be. You can find it in the city, you can feel it in the country. Oh, love is all around, and if you want some, come go with me to the place where love comes from. Come go with me to the place where love comes from. When I was young and in my prime, I left my home in Caroline. Now all I do is sit and pine for all the folks I left behind. I've got the Blue Ridge Mountain Blues, and I'll stand right here and say, every day I'm counting till I reach that mountain on that Blue Ridge far away. I see a window with a light. I see two heads of snowy white. I can almost hear them both recite, where is my wandering girl tonight? I've got the Blue Ridge Mountain Blues. I want to see my old dog Tray. I want to hunt the possum where the corn tops blossom on that Blue Ridge far away. I'm gonna do right by my ma. I'm gonna do right by my pa. I'll hang around the cabin door. No work, no worry anymore. I've got the Blue Ridge Mountain Blues, and I'll stand right here and say, my grips are packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel for that Blue Ridge far away. I've got the Blue Ridge Mountain Blues, and I'll stand right here and say, my grips are packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel for that Blue Ridge far away. Dusty memories take me back to the hardest times of all. No rain, no money, everyone was hungry, and the bank that had my savings took a fall. Dusty memories I still hate to recall. In my mind I see a 20-acre farm, cracked and dried like their skin. In my mind I see a windmill like a flower on a grave, blowing in the wind, blowing in the wind. Dusty memories take me back to the hardest times of all. No rain, no money, everyone was hungry, and the bank that had my savings took a fall. Dusty memories I still hate to recall.
Dusty memories in the 1930s when me and the rest of the family rode a freight train all the way from Alabama to California, right through the middle of the Oklahoma Dust Bowl. America was in the midst of a Great Depression, but these folks in Oklahoma, they had a double problem. They had no water.
Dusty memories take me back to the hardest times of all. No rain, no money, everyone was hungry, and the bank that had my savings took a fall. Dusty memories I still hate to recall. I'm clinging to the bloodstained hands of my Lord Jesus Christ, knowing that he took my sins and hung right there and died. But death could not defeat him, and the third day he did rise. He said, believe, for I am he who gives eternal life. Cling to the bloodstained hands of Jesus. Praise him with every living breath. Show those who don't know what his love is. Let the man's bloodstained hands take away your death. Let the man's bloodstained hands take away your death. The better things in life are always free, but the best there ever was in life died for you and me. The gift of all creation was left hanging on a tree, those bloodstained hands reaching out for all who would believe. Cling to the bloodstained hands of Jesus. Praise him with every living breath. Show those who don't know what his love is. Let the man's bloodstained hands take away your death. Let the man's bloodstained hands take away your death. Bloodstained hands of Jesus. Praise him with every living breath. Show those who don't know what his love is. Let the man's bloodstained hands take away your death. I said, let the man's bloodstained hands take take away your death.
Well, come on, let's go to the fair. Come on, boy, let's go to the fair. See the funny sights in the cool night air.
Hello, friends and listeners of Way Back. This here is your old host with the most, country western music, Johnny Whitlock. And I'd like to invite y'all out to the Fall Fair in Spencerville, Ontario, where it's all happening this fall from September 11th to the 14th, featuring some of the best in live entertainment, including names like Amanda Keeley, as well as Saturday night's headliners, the Roadhammers, and those more traditional country music fans will love Sunday afternoon as they celebrate the finest in country music, including our Queen of the Ottawa Valley, Miss Gail Gavin. So this is one event you won't want to miss. Also featured throughout the weekend is the old time tractor and truck pulls, both Saturday and Sunday, as well as the midway for those who love the rides. So come one, come all to the 170th anniversary of the Spencerville Fair, happening September 11th to 14th. That's Thursday to Sunday. For more information, visit SpencervilleFair.ca, and I hope to see y'all out there.
Come on, boy, let's go to the fair. Oh, yeah, they're going to the big fair in town. Well, they got some of the funniest things you ever saw.
Yes, friends, we're coming down on the last few songs of the Way Back with Johnny show for this Sunday. With that mentioned, and those classics by Rose Maddox played, I would like to share an audio that I have been trying to locate on my computers for some time now. However, I have been unable to, but our good friend Bill White of White Pines Bluegrass, and also Bluegrass for You, has recently recorded in a home recording version of the song I was looking for, and that is a song called Mother's Request. I'd like to dedicate this to my beloved Mama Dawn today, and also all the mothers listening in today. With that, we will be back following this. Send us into the Way Back Song of the Week, and then send us all home. Welcome in.
Mama took sick late last autumn, so quickly she faded away. As the family had gathered by her bedside, these were the last words we heard Mama say. Buy me no gravestone for a marker, place no cold marble slab where I lay. Just plant some roses where I'm sleeping, so I can smell the roses every day. The family was all sad and disappointed when they heard Mama's last request, for they'd planned a beautiful monument for the place where Mama laid rest. But just like when Mom was here with us, problems arose from day to day. Seems when all was said and done, Mama still had the final say. It's been nearly a year now since Mama passed on and left the family home. But I still go by her grave nearly every day, so she knows she's not alone. And those flowers that we planted, why, they just continue to grow and grow. And they blossom so beautiful each and every day, even through the cold winter snow. I never questioned this miracle. I never asked the reason why. I know that my mom is so special that God won't let Mama's roses die. Buy me no gravestone for a marker, place no cold marble slab where I lay. Just plant some roses where I'm sleeping, so I can smell the roses every day. And yes, I know that Mama smells her roses each and every day.
Now, friends, it is once again that time of the program to pay tribute to the Way Back Song of the Week. And as we pay tribute to the golden era of country music and remember this weekend's Way Back Song of the Week, with that mentioned, this song is very fitting for all the hot weather we have been having lately. And boy, isn't it hot out there. Well, with that, it's going to be a song by Miss Rose Maddox from 1959 titled Chocolate Ice Cream Cone. With that, we will be back following this. Send us all home. But for right now, let's enjoy some ice cream on this Sunday morning. Welcome in, friends, and here we go with an all-time classic by Miss Rose Maddox.
My mama said if I'd be good, she'd send me to the store. She said she'd bake some gingerbread if I would sweep the floor. She said if I would make the bed and watch the telephone, that she would send me out to get a chocolate ice cream cone. And so I did the things she said, and then she made some gingerbread. Then I went out, just me alone, and got my chocolate ice cream cone. Back, I stumped my toe upon a big old stone. Now need I tell you that I dropped my chocolate ice cream cone. A little puppy came along and took a great big lick, and then I hit that mean old dog with just a little stick. Then he bit me where I sat down, and he chased me all over town. And now I'm lost, I can't find my home, and all because of that chocolate ice cream cone. And all because of that chocolate ice cream cone. And all because of that chocolate ice cream cone.
Well, yes, it's once again that time in the program. Say so long from the Way Back with Johnny show here on CFRC and also www.oshrocks.com. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the program today. Without you, I would not be able to do this program. With that mentioned, I would like to also share that Rose Maddox sadly passed away at the age of 72 on April 15th in 1998. She passed away due to kidney failure back then, but will forever live on in the memories and the music that she performed and carried on throughout life. So for many of us friends and fans of the Rose Maddox and the Maddox brother team, they have been an all too often undersought and underappreciated group of musicians. It is a sad fact that Rose Maddox and her brothers are yet to be inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. However, I hope one day this wrong will be righted. With that mentioned, we will send us home today with a classic by Rose Maddox herself called Tonight I'm on Stage, which was of course taken off her 1994 album titled 32 Cents and a Dream. Then we'll follow with a beautiful yet haunting version of Rose Maddox and her version of Amazing Grace. With that, may God bless each and every one of you till we meet again. So long for now, friends, and happy listening. Keep it country out there.
I remember my brothers and the sweet harmony. All have passed on except Don and me. But I still sing the songs of the memories we made. The heyday is over, but the feeling remains. When the Maddox brothers and Rose took the stage, everyone stopped to hear the songs that we sang. For my brothers it's over, for me it remains. I'll join them tomorrow, but tonight I'm on stage. singing's all I've ever known, and that's all I'll do until I'm called home, to be with my brothers united again. I know they are picking in God's holy band. When the Maddox brothers and Rose took the stage, everyone stopped to hear the songs that we sang. For my brothers it's over, for me it remains. I'll join them tomorrow, but tonight I'm on stage. When the Maddox brothers and Rose took the stage, everyone stopped to hear the songs that we sang. For my brothers it's over, for me it remains. I'll join them tomorrow, but tonight I'm on stage. Yes, I'll join them tomorrow, but tonight I'm on stage. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieve. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Another day gone by with good friends all around me. How the time did fly.
Howdy, friends and listeners. This here is your old host with most, Johnny Woodlock, reporting for Way Back with Johnny over this great channel. The previous show does not represent anything associated with the channel heard on. It is the sole associate of Woodlock Ranch Studios, Cornwall, Ontario. With that, have a great day, and we'll catch y'all next week. So long, friends.
We share a few